Alright, let's go talk about shoes. Alright YouTube, today we're talking about the hiking shoe that I use on trail. And they are the LaSportiva Wildcats. And what you have here are two different pairs of Wildcats. These are the Wildcat 1s, and these being the 2.0s. So let's get into it real quick. As you can probably already tell, they are worn and torn, and I figured it's probably time to get a new pair, especially after losing the tongue on this one. And speaking of tongue, let's check that out. Yeah, see how that's not there no more? Yeah, that so happened to fall out on a hiking trip of mine. And talk about hiking without a tongue in your shoe. That's weird. But since we're back here, see these heel parts? Yeah, that's definitely starting to get shredded and falling apart from constantly taking them on and off all the time. And up here by the pinky toes on both sides, somehow miraculously they've started to get worn. And on the shoe with no tongue, ironically, is a full-fledged hole. That's kind of weird. So yeah, so I figured it's probably time to get a new pair, and so I did. These are the Wildcat 2.0s. And the first thing I noticed with them is that they both, obviously both, but have the Gore-Tex built into them. So there you have it. One thing I noticed too, first thing after I noticed that, was the backs of these. Now what I like about these compared to the other ones is that this is actually a flap, where the first ones didn't really have that. So that actually might help out with putting your heel constantly in and out of the shoe, which might prevent a lot of this wear and tear that you get from the back of the heel. So yeah, let's take a look at the bottoms of them. Yeah, see that? That looks nice. That is pretty. And this right here is pretty bad. There's basically nothing left right here where there's supposed to be some of these on here. So yeah, that'll definitely help out with your traction and your support. And speaking of support, I noticed that on the old LaSportiva, let's see if I can line these up, there's a little bit more height support when it comes to your ankles. And if you know anything about when you're hiking out in the woods for a long time, and you're out there for miles, and toward the end of your trip you just kind of slow down and get sloggy, and that's when you have the potential of rolling your ankles. And I've done it almost every trip. It happens to almost everybody. So I like to have a little bit more extra support, considering I've had a previous ankle injury before, not hiking related, but something you always got to keep in mind. So there you have it. Again, LaSportivas, these are the Wildcat 2.0s, and who knows, you might see them in the next video when there possibly could be a hiking trip coming up. Alright, well, thanks for stopping by.